So in response, this is part 2 to the video I just did. It's interesting because once you go down the road of mythology with Bill Wilson and Nora, then what happens is other things start to attach themselves. Other theories start to attach themselves to the original untruth. And here's an example. Gabor Mate, he is completely full of shit, but he doesn't know that. He's very sincere in what he believes. But the problem is that the premise that addiction is a thing, a compelled behavior, he is now connected traumas, which is unrelated to substance use. On its face, it's unrelated. But by now, popularizing the idea that there are causes of addiction, right? As if there's some sort of inherent connection between trauma and compelled use. Well, now we have 2 myths at work. But like Bill Wilson, like Nora, once people start believing it and repeating it, it will manifest itself into existence. So then, because I fell prey to this, I fell prey to therapy that taught me at 12 years old that if I continued to have such a bad family life, and if I continued to behave poorly and have all these emotional problems, I would be an addict. Guess what? I became the stereotype addict. And I believed it was causal, that my life was causing this to exist. So this is not a small issue. And I've always said that if you take a stream and you fill it or taint it with some untruth, everything downstream will be tainted with that untruth. That's the way it works. So the source of the poisoned well was Bill Wilson. Then it grew through the brain disease mythology, and now it is further being poisoned with what we call in the Freedom Model text, learned connections. We connect unrelated things to the concept of addiction as causal relationships, and that causes people to believe and manifest those things, those conditions. And then the researchers point at those now connected cultural icons, none of which needs to happen with the right information. There is no disease, there is no disorder, there is no compelled use. There is free will, autonomy, and your positive drive, and there are personal reasons for use. That's a fact, but they ignore that, all of it. They ignore you and your decisions and your choices. So the solution is you. Get our book, The Freedom Model, read it, listen to it in the audiobook version, get our workshops, watch the free masterclass. We have all of this research, but it's not dry research. It's really, we've built this into a system that is understandable for the common man so that it doesn't sound like a big lab report. All right? Yeah, that's it. Go to thefreedommodel.org or watch the Addiction Solution podcast. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. Give us a call, 888-424-2626, if you have any questions. Bye-bye.